We'll do it live. We'll do it live, damn it. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Forever a White Belt. I'm back. I'm your host, Naughty Nate. Sorry for the hiatus, guys. I know I've been kind of slacking on, putting these podcast episodes out. I've been pretty busy though. We've been getting guys ready for competition. Um, and that's pretty much been filling up a lot of my time. Really been investing in a lot of our competitors lately. On top of that, we've been adding in a couple new programs to the gym over at Columbia River Jiu Jitsu that I'm kind of heading. Not that I'm kind of heading, I am kind of spearheading those. Excuse me. Um, the first one is the kids program, Little Lizards, every Tuesday and Thursday from 4:30 to 5:30 p.m. Well, we have a 8 to 12-year-old class. It's available for anybody who'd like to come and join. We have 10 spots available currently. So yeah, let's fill those up. I got a few students already. So yeah, I want to really put a lot of effort into that and building up our kids program over at Columbia River Jiu-Jitsu, as well as I just implemented a women's self-defense. For those of you that know, the differentials in martial arts, women's self-defense is going to be primarily focused on getting away from your attacker. And we're going to be doing that every Friday at 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. right before open mat. So if you're a lady in the Vancouver area, Vancouver, Washington area, and you'd like to come in and get some formal training and learn how to, give yourself an advantage on escaping a attacker, show up and we'll do our best to help you prepare for one of those unfortunate events if they ever arise. So that's every Friday at 4 p.m. We also have tomorrow, April 4th, we're going to be at the NWC. That's the Northwest Championship event over at Vancouver Elite. We have 3 competitors from the Reptilian top team competing in that. The Chef, Young King Solomon, and Bulldog Rob. They'll be stepping into the cage, making their NWC debut, all 3 of them. So that's where I'll be tomorrow. Big shout out to Lone Wolf. They have AJ and Isaac competing under their banner, but we always support our friends. So we'll be there tomorrow. Really looking forward to that. The guys have been putting in a lot of work. So yeah, man, very excited about that. About as excited about that as I am about tonight's guest, man. Coming all the way from the Scrapyard, one of the young up-and-coming stars over there. The kid's, he's put in the work. We've been seeing the progression from a really rough start to, hey, now he's stacking up W's. So watch out, guys. But yeah, let me bring him on the stage here. We got the kid, JC. What's up, bro?
What's going on, Coach Nate?
Hey, what's up, man? How you been?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I've been good, man. I got a little black eye right there. I don't know if you can see that.
Oh, I ain't see.
Somebody
Oh,
tagged
damn.
me,
I
bro.
know,
Yeah, I
sir.
got to work on that head movement. And sometimes I bob right into a fist every now and again. So it's just how the game goes, man. But yeah, other than that, I just been busy. Sorry I missed the last event. I got food poisoning, bro. I know it was a solid. I watched it laying on my couch in between, throwing up and whatnot. I was still trying to watch majority of the event as much as I could because they have that. They also have the 145 tournament going on. I'm pretty invested in that. I saw your match. I did check that one out against Chincheck. I don't believe it's released yet, right? The edited version.
It's not released yet. Hasn't came out.
It's not released yet, so we're
Like
gonna kind of.
TKO.
There, you said it, not me. No, it's all good. Yeah, definitely, man. It was. Hey, when it's released, guys, you gotta check this out. And if you get a chance, guys, check out JC's early matches and then watch this last one. You're gonna see like leaps and bounds in terms of progression, man.
Mhm.
And that's what I really want to explore with you tonight is what you've been up to, man, because it's amazing to me, especially in the position I am where I'm helping competitors kind of grow and, get some footing in their martial arts journey. I love watching, guys start out kind of like a little rough, and then
Yeah.
now we're seeing them like put the pieces together and really making things stick. And I feel like you're one of those guys, man. And that to me, like I said, it's such a display of heart. And I love that, bro, because most people, when they fail at something or they learn a lesson, is what I like to call it, at its particularly at combat sports, you never see them again.
Yeah.
And you fought your battles, and now you're standing on top of the hill, and I love that shit, man. But before we get into that, why don't you tell us, like, how your martial arts journey started? Like, when did you first get into martial arts?
Well, I'd say when I started off with Hapkido. I don't know if you know about that. I
I don't.
started
What
off
is that?
around. It's kind of another martial art, kind of self defense more.
Okay,
Some
it's like a
kind of
traditional.
I'd say that kind of. I don't know too much about it, but it's been a while since I did it.
Okay.
Started off by that. I started off in fifth grade. Started off did that for a while, and I took a break from that. Then I came back to it. Then I stopped doing that. And
Hmm.
then ever since around 2023 is when I really started to get into martial arts, like watching UFC and boxing, and started to learn, kind of starting to hit the bag a bit, but didn't know what I was doing. I thought I knew what I was doing. But up
Hmm.
until 2024 is when I really started to train. Around this time 2 years ago, I really started taking training seriously. So into 2023, that's when I really wanted to get into training.
Okay. And was the scrapyard like a primary reason to kind of motivate you to get into training, or
Yes.
or was that just a secondary?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So how'd you hear about the scrapyard then? And what made you want to decide to come out and try it out?
So first, I don't know if Fire Chicken wants me mentioning this, but I found about Street Beefs, the
Yeah,
OG
yeah.
brands, and I
He
found about
understands.
them. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I found about them in summer of 2023. Knew about those guys, watched those guys for a minute. Okay, I'm like, okay, that's cool, that's cool. Wasn't even training yet.
Hmm.
And then around December of 2023, I found a guy I knew from the scrapyard, and I saw a guy in thumbnail, and it was Papa's, and I knew Papa's from a while back. So I
No,
seen that. I'm
really? You
like,
know Pappas prior to the scrapyard?
I do. Yeah, we work together.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
I'm from
Okay.
Squim. I'm from Squim. He's from Port Angeles, and I live in
Uh-huh.
between. But PA and Squim are like right next to each other. So two
Uh-huh.
small towns, but
You
it's
guys
they're
both
really
work at
close.
Applebee's or what?
What's up?
Do you guys both work at Applebee's or what
Ah, no,
the
no,
no? No.
no, no.
Mm.
We worked at Walmart though. Squim
Okay,
Walmart.
yeah.
That's how I know him.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, that's
And
pretty cool, man.
that was
Yeah.
before he was fighting in the scrapyard and whatever. Before that,
Hmm.
I'm where
All right.
Pappas is
So
from.
you heard about the scrapyard. You saw that one of your coworkers was doing it, and he just happened to be somewhat of an internet sensation. I mean, we've seen
Yeah.
Pappas go viral multiple times.
Oh
I mean,
yeah.
I've even had him on the podcast, I think twice now. The
Mm.
man's a character all around.
Oh yeah. He's a
So,
funny guy.
yeah, yeah. So you hear about it from Pappas, or you get in contact with him, and then you come out to the event. Did you have any um I don't know, notion of what the event may be, considering that it's backyard fighting? Were you a little bit nervous because it wasn't like an event you can sign up for, go to like a gym and all that? So how'd you feel about it?
Well, at first, how I felt about it, at first I wasn't training at all. So I was like, if I want to get into this, I want to train. So it
Mhm.
took me some months to get into training, whatever. I started training, and then I told my mom about the scrapyard before I started training. I'm like, hey, I want to fight on here one day. I
Mhm.
showed her that, and then I started training. And then what was the other question about the scrapyard?
Oh,
And
just
that was
like how you got into it, and then what made you decide to start training, and then if you had any like you know, pre-notion as to what the scrapyard may be like. Because some people, here's what I'll say. Prior to me going to the scrapyard, I was involved in like backyard fighting. Okay, I've
Mhm.
done a couple. little things like that in the past, and there was like betting involved. There was like it was kind of like a real shady thing.
Yeah.
So when I prior to me going to the scrapyard, I had kind of like this idea that it was going to be somewhat similar to what I've been experienced
Mm.
or what I've experienced. But it's from my experience, it's nothing like that. Like I was so taken back by the amount of support the community has, how tight knit everything
Mhm.
is. They got a medical staff there, legitimate refs, commentary booth now. Fire chicken and Mandy Bear, they put a lot of effort into that event.
Shout out to them.
So
Shout out to
I
Fire
was,
Chicken and Mandy.
yeah,
Shout out to
big
them.
shout out to them, bro. So when I went there and I experienced it for the first time, like I said, I was taken back. I was like, wow, this is like its own unique entity.
Yeah.
So I was kind of wondering if maybe you had some of the same experience, or were you going there thinking it was going to be like, oh, this is just going to be really cool?
Yeah, so at first, my prediction of it was hearing from other people and watching other people's interviews and their experiences before I ever came out there. They said, hey, it's a good way to meet friends and train with
Hmm.
people. And yeah, I had an idea it was a backyard. I know it was going to be like at his actual house, it was going to
Hmm.
be a backyard. You're going to get filmed. You're going to be on YouTube. Anything could happen. I could get slapped. I could get a knockout or anything. So you're gonna
Hmm.
have people around watching you, people you've never even known, and you're gonna fight someone you've never even met before. And I was just wondering what it was all about and how they match with the opponents and all that. So that's
Sure,
my
yeah.
take on it.
All right, so now we're at the event. Give us some of your thoughts of what your first event was like.
It was very cold. It was freezing outside. So when I first came over there, I came with my mom, met Fire Chicken for the first time. I pulled up there and I'm like kind of seeing what's going on. I'm kind of seeing, okay, we're all over here. Kind of felt like a camp, like a
Hmm.
boot camp a little bit. Just kind of we're all gathering around. I'm trying to see what's going on, how I see the sign ups and whatever's going on. So I'm just trying to see what's going on
Yeah.
there.
Okay. Well, that's pretty cool, man. And then you signed up for a match. What was your first match you signed up for? Was it boxing?
It was a boxing match.
Boxing match, and you didn't
Yeah,
have any prior matches to the scrapyard, correct?
yeah. No prior matches. I had 4 months
Okay.
boxing experience.
So going into your first match with only 4 months of boxing
Uh huh.
training and experience, what was kind of like your thought process? What kind of emotions were you going through? What's that first fight or first match kind of anxiety like for you?
I was really excited, to be honest. I wasn't too nervous. I was really excited. I just wanted to test myself and really get in the scrapyard.
Hmm.
No matter how much the training I had, just the little training I had, I just really wanted to get in there.
Yeah, and just kind of test yourself and see where
Yeah,
you're
just test
at, huh?
myself out.
Hey, that's a great mentality, man. Yeah, early on, like I said, in your fight journey, we had a few lessons early on, right? Would we go like 0-3 at the beginning,
0-3, 0-3.
right? And for a lot of competitors, man, that's extremely tough to bounce back from. Like
Mhm.
it's it's one thing when you lose your first match, you can kind of like, okay. I mean, that's super hard to talk yourself into a second one. And then you do your second one, and it's kind of the same outcome. And then
Yeah.
it's like, how do you pull yourself together, jump back in there again, and then one more time after that before you get that victory? So, what helped you get through those early lessons early on?
Well, like my first three losses, I really never got discouraged. I've always had a mindset is that's always part of the process. Even losing my first one, didn't take that too hard. Even my mindset of coming into the scrapyard and fight is I don't want to get TKO'd or quit.
Mhm.
So I just want to fight my heart out and just, I just showed I didn't promise a win or a loss, but I wanted to fight and just show that I got heart. But my other ones, okay, I'm like, okay, that was a loss. I just want to train a little bit more. I'll be back. So didn't really take that one too much. Second one was a real close one. I improved on that one. So
Mhm.
that second one really it didn't get to me too much, and the third one didn't get to me too much. So I just really just kept on training, just knew I'd bounce back from it.
I love that, man. I mean, that's a correct mentality to have if you're going to have any kind of longevity in this sport, because everybody learns lessons. Like from the top tier guys all the way down to the amateur levels. Everybody learns lessons in this sport, but not everybody can bounce back from them. And you already have
Mhm.
the right mentality as to like, hey, I'm here to progress. I'm here to challenge myself, win, lose, or draw. Like you said, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to perform to the best of my ability. And I really love that you said I'm not going to quit. And I think that that right there is like that's that fire that really marks you as a fighter. Is a hey, whatever happens, I'm not gonna quit, man. And that's again, kudos to you, bro, because I've cornered a lot of individuals and I've cornered guys where I've had to, almost convince them while they're on the stool in between rounds, like, hey man, you're actually winning, you're up. Keep going. Don't quit. Keep going. And you just see it in their eyes. They're just like, nah, I don't know what you're talking about, like I'm done. But that's never been the case for you, and I can say
Yeah,
firsthand that's not the case, because in your, I believe it was your fourth match, I got to corner
my
you
fourth
over at
one.
the scrap. Yeah, I got to corner you. And surprisingly enough, wasn't it like your birthday, or was it your
You
birthday,
cornered
or
me twice. You cornered me my birthday month, and then you cornered me
yeah.
my next one where I won.
Yeah, the birthday one is the one I remember too. That
Yeah,
was, yeah, that was a good one,
that was
man.
a crazy match. I watched that the other day. It was a crazy match.
Yes. And then you did a match with against your best friend. How did that all come to fruition, or whatever the word is? Yeah.
Well, okay, so my boy Chad, shout out to my boy Chad, HCK Chad. Shout out
Shout
to
out
him, by the
Chad.
way.
That's what's
Yeah,
up.
shout out to him, my boy, if he's watching this. We've been talking about that since maybe because we had that in October. We talked about that in June, I think. But Chad, he came to train with me in April of last year. He did 2 weeks of training, then he kind of dropped off a bit. Then he did, he's always just did some shadow boxing,
Mhm.
whatever, too much, and then he came back, started training in August, and we've talked about our fight for months since June. Yeah, June basically. So like, hey, we're gonna fight in October. We're gonna do a kickboxing match. So that's how
Mhm.
we got the whole thing started. And that's how what you see right there on the video. That's how all that happened.
Yeah. Any animosity after the match? I mean, you
No,
guys
that's
look
my
like
boy.
you
We
guys
still
shook
boys.
hands and
We no,
good.
we all boys. We just sparred yesterday. So we train together all the time, and he's been getting better since. And we will run that back in the future. By the way,
I love that,
we're
man.
running
I
it back
mean,
in the future.
hey, I love punching my friends in the face too, bro. That's the only people that I
Why
even
not fight your
consider
friend?
like close close friends and close knit family, people that I can, train with, and I can punch, and I can, do my jujitsu and practice my techniques are.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're there to help you progress and get better in something that you're passionate about. I mean, those are the best type of people to have around. So I love hearing that. Yeah, there's no animosity after the match. You guys are there to help build each other up, not just beat each other up.
yeah, of
And
course.
yeah, that's a beautiful thing, man. Let's talk a little bit about the training. What has your training been like?
If I know, I don't really fully know what you mean by that, but for me right now, I've been focusing on the
Mm-hmm.
fundamentals. I've been doing a lot of defense and a lot of footwork recently
Okay. Are
so
you training
far.
at a gym?
Oh yeah, training at gym. Shout out
Yeah.
to Fifth Element in Port Angeles. Shout out to Fifth Element,
Okay.
Bobby.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Fifth
those boys.
Element.
Coach
Hey,
Jake.
that's
Shout out to Coach Jake, Coach Chase, Coach Cody.
That's awesome, man. There's actually I think there's a Fifth Element in Portland as well. Are they
Oh,
a
okay,
chain by
okay.
chance?
You say
Hmm.
what?
Are they a chain by chance, or do
I
they have
do not
multiple
know. I know
gyms?
nothing
Huh.
about them.
Yeah, yeah. I would ask them next time you're in, man, if they have a gym in Portland, because I believe there is a Fifth Element in Portland,
Oh, okay,
or
okay.
it might be Four Elements. I'm not sure. I don't have it on top of my head right now, but there's something similar to that over in Portland. Um, so like, yeah, you've been working on a lot of the fundamentals, working the footwork. I know footwork takes the longest
Oh,
to
that's what my coach
develop,
says
man.
too.
Yes, it's forever, man. And it's the most important thing too. Once you get your footwork down, then it's like a real advantage over somebody that doesn't train, because they don't know how to move properly, and you're
Oh
able to
yeah.
move, set your feet, throw your power. And from what I've been seeing over your last couple matches, you're really throwing together combinations. you're working your level changes, you're finding your angles, and yeah, you're landing your shots, man.
Yes, sir.
So it's looking really good. So whatever it is you guys are doing over there, keep doing it because you're doing nothing but improving every match. I did notice too that you also have been training with who we spoke about earlier, Pappas, and you
Yeah.
guys did a little bit of training at a park and stuff like that. And I would just like to know what that's like because I know that Pappas has a bit of a reputation when it comes to training. And
Yeah.
some people like it, some people are kind of like turned off to it. Give us your perspective on it.
I mean, me and Papples were just sparring, to be honest. We weren't really, learning off of each other. We just wanted to spar. But I was also sparring with another scrapyard guy named Matt Hatter. I don't know if you know him, but he's from
Mm-hmm.
Swindon. And he hasn't fought in a minute, but he plans to fight again in a boxing match soon. But I was training with him in Papples. I was at Matt Hatter's house training with him. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it was fun training with both of them. We did a 2-on-1 where
I saw that. Yeah.
that was funny, yo. Like, we did too. We tried to jump Pappers and all, but yeah, it was fun training with Pappers. It was fun,
Yeah.
fun
Good.
times. Yeah,
Hell yeah. Nobody got injured. Nobody got hurt.
nah, he has some good body shots. Though, and he's fast and he's strong.
So, yeah, Pappas is strong, man. I mean,
Pappers
that's
is
what.
fucking a strong dude, yo.
Yeah, man. People don't give him enough credit for being how strong he is, and that kid is really strong. It's surprisingly strong. You know, since he's so unorthodox, he tends to hit like will strike you at awkward angles. So some of those strikes will land pretty clean because they're coming from unorthodox angles. So yeah, man, I can see how that's quite the experience. Um, let's go over your latest match here with Chin Check.
Yeah,
Now
let's talk
it's not
about it.
out. It's not out on
Not
video
like
yet, guys. The edited version's not out. There's so many matches that happen at these events. What I don't know if the audience knows, but there could be upwards of like 30 matches sometimes. So to edit every single match and get them out, it takes some time, man. And you want that edited version to look good. So yeah, even though we're going to talk about it, y'all still need to watch it when it comes out because
I can't
we
wait for
can
that
talk
to
about it
drop,
all
yo.
day, but it's nothing like, the visual that you're going to get to see. So it was against Chin Check. And
Yes, sir.
from my experience in watching him previously, he's aggressive. The kid's
Oh yeah,
tough.
he is.
Yeah. So did you have any strategy going into this match against a highly aggressive individual?
That's a good question, man. Yeah, I did. So met Chinchek. Me and him are boys. Shout out to him if he's watching this right now. If he's gonna watch this, we are boys. I met him, through the Scrapyard. He's been fighting since November, so he's fought almost every month since then. I judged one of his fights before, so I watched three of his other fights or whatever. So my strategy towards him, if you ask me with that, I'm like, okay, seeing if he was seen through his fights. I noticed that, all he does is really throw them hooks, throw them hooks, throw them hooks. So I'm like, okay, he comes aggressively. And watch his fight against Romanelli, his first one, he he came aggressive at first, and then
Mm-hmm.
he got hit clean a few times and he gassed out first round, after the first round. So I'm like, after the first round, he took that decision. He basically, he gassed out all the other rounds. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna catch, counter,
Mm-hmm.
footwork, counter, because he's southpaw. He's southpaw, so I was gonna go right hook, left hook, and do what I do. He had me first round. He got me in the first
Mm-hmm.
round, hit me in the head. He ain't checked my chin. He ain't checked my chin, by the way.
Didn't do that. Didn't do
He
that.
ain't checked
Yeah, I
my chin
see
at
that.
all. But
Mhm.
he came, the first we had 2 rounds. First round he got me. He just was throwing hooks. He got me on the top of the head. Got me, rang my head around. I'm like,
It
okay.
happens. Yeah.
Yeah, he was getting me though. He was getting me. I was on the wall a lot. So
Mhm.
after that, Bar Dog was cornering me. Shout out to him.
Shout out Barn Dog.
Shout out Bar Dog. Him.
Yeah, I
Shout
was
out to him.
gonna bring that up. Yeah, he was your corner for that one.
Yeah, so he's like, hey, just do this, do that. And he was gassed out. He already gassed out. So I see he gassed out. So after the end of the first round, I started catching him clean. Bam, you'll see it in the
Mhm.
video. Started catching him clean, got him a couple times. Got him a couple times. I'm okay. Got him first round. He gassed out. So my corner was like, hey, he gassed out. Look at him, he's gassed out. Second round comes. Bam, we bam, and then I get him on the wall. He kind of rushes me right. Then I go check hook, get out there, and then I hit him with an uppercut. Then he shows up, right? I got him on the wall, upset way around. I was out here throwing an uppercut that I missed, but he took a knee, and I'm like, damn, it was over. It was
It was
over.
over. That was it. That
It
was
wasn't over
it.
yet,
Yeah,
but
man.
we finished the second
I
round,
saw
and
you
then
finish the round, but he didn't come out, right?
yeah, he ain't
He
coming back
stopped
up.
on the stool.
He quit on the
Yeah.
stool, but
Yeah.
it was a
That'll
freaking good
happen,
fight, yo.
man. I mean, like I said earlier, I've seen it happen so many times, bro. And the big factor is that cardio, like you were talking about.
Black eye till you got a
Cardio,
black eye.
man. Yeah, yeah. I mean, those shots, I mean, they take a lot of energy out of you. That's anybody that doesn't compete, they don't understand that. Like when you absorb hits, it actually takes energy from you. It makes you tired as well.
It
So
does, yeah, it does. He
yeah, isn't
got me
that
with
kind
that
of
the first
funny?
round though, too. It was gassing me out a little bit.
Hmm. Yeah, man. So that's pretty awesome though that you're able to kind of turn the script on him a little bit. And
Mhm.
again, big shout out to Barn Dog for recognizing as well, being in your corner and being like, hey, now's the time to kind of put the pedal to the metal and push because he's really tired. And when you get an
Yeah.
individual that's in deep water like that and they're gassing for air, that is the time to go in for the kill. And you perform that excellently. And yeah, well deserved win. And also a really good lesson for chin check, man. Uh, work on that cardio, brother. Because I mean, everything looked pretty good. Everything was looking good. Just ran out of gas.
He
So
was throwing with all his might. He was throwing with all of his might too, and just
yeah, he
he
was trying
gassed
to
himself
catch you
out.
early. He was trying to catch you early. But do you think that your experience from your prior matches kind of gave you somewhat of a little advantage to kind of being able to settle into the match and not get
Yes.
overwhelmed and try to keep up with that type of pace that he was putting on you?
Yes, yes, I believe so
Mhm.
too. Just I've been, with the sparring, and he was the bigger guy and the stronger guy in the fight. So with sparring, bigger guys, and even just fighting faster guys, and just with all the fights I've been through too, I'm just I'm used to the pressure now, and I
Mhm.
also just my strategy too. I also didn't mention was okay. He's gonna be aggressive. Well, I'm gonna hit him clean, and I'm gonna pressure him back, and you know get aggressive back, and I pressure him back, and apply that pressure back, and that's one thing he mentioned too is hey, you applied pressure back to me, and it worked.
It
So
worked
I got
out
him where I wanted
fabulously,
him.
man. Hell yeah. I mean, what'd you take away from that match? Moving, that you're going to use in your future matches.
Ooh, working on okay, so outside of the training, I'd say working out more, just getting I've been working on my power, working on my strength, my speed. So still do what I'm doing, work on my footwork, my defense, just having that mindset of, hey, it makes I want to fight again. So having that mindset of, be ready. Be ready. So just do what I'm doing.
I love it, man. Yeah, I mean, like I said earlier, whatever it is you've been doing, it's obviously been beneficial for you because we're seeing the improvement, and you're stacking up these wins now,
Yeah.
and that's got to feel pretty good too. That with consistent training, it forces you to progress. And I think that you're showing true testament to that. If you stay consistent with it and you don't quit and you don't get discouraged by the lessons that you got to learn along this journey, you're eventually going to progress and you're going to get to the point where you can really do some damage, and you start to get like I call it getting vision in the fray. Notice like in your first match, it's kind of like everything's reactionary, right? Like I'm just reacting to things. And now you can kind of go into your matches and settle in and start setting things up, and you're not as anxiety ridden or anything like that. You're
Mm.
not just reacting, like you're able to kind of sit there and pick your shots and stuff like that. And I think that that's a really good gauge of progression as well. That shows experience. So for all those fighters out there that are kind of struggling on whether or not they should continue, yeah, man, just follow the kid here, man. He's doing it and he's living up to that. And I love that, man. But you're not the only one in your family that does this, you know.
Yeah.
A big shout out to Chandra Photography. She's actually sponsoring the podcast today, by the way. So
She
make sure
is.
you guys go over to her Facebook and also check out that website where she posts all the photos that she takes over at the Scrapyard. She's part of the Scrapyard media team, and she takes fabulous
Go follow
photos,
her
man.
wherever it's
We
at.
yeah, go follow her, man. We
Wherever it's
freaking
at.
also donate, man. I mean, she's out there, she's donating her time, she's taking these pics and whatnot, guys. Shoot her $20. You're everybody in the Scrapyard's
Donate,
using these
yo.
pictures.
Send money.
Yeah, yeah. Donate, guys. Come
Show
on, do
love
it.
at least too.
Yeah, come on, y'all. Do it. Any, anyways, um, I saw that she's actually signed up to do a match. She's gonna be joining the Scrapyard family on the competitive end,
Yes.
under the name. I'm not even gonna give out her name. I'm gonna let that stay a secret, because it's a really cool name, and I want everybody to kind of sit on that. But how do you feel about your mom stepping into the ring and competing?
You know, my opinion, it's crazy. But fun fact, we actually were supposed to do that back last June.
Mm-hmm.
So my second time around fighting, we were supposed to do that last June, but she ended up just having a back injury and getting injured.
Mm-hmm.
So we were supposed to do that a long time ago. Y'all didn't know that. And so now we're gonna settle for June. Me and her are training. I'm gonna fight in June.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be fighting that same card. My boy Chad will be fighting that same card too, that event too. So, but my mom's taking training serious now. She's in other martial arts. She's in Hapkido, Guazabara, that whole
Mm-hmm.
stuff too. But she's starting to do boxing and Muay Thai, taking that serious. Get her to a boxing match, and she wants to at least fight one fight. So it's crazy. I'm excited for her, and I don't see it. I want to see how she does. I want to see how she
Good.
does.
Yeah, I mean, you're making it a whole family event. That's amazing, man.
Yeah.
You're gonna
Hopefully
have
we get
like
her an
a
opponent too. We get someone to fight her.
yeah, yeah, definitely. We're definitely gonna work on that for sure. You know how tough it is sometimes to get female competitors out there.
Yeah, it is.
But you
It's
know,
tough.
the more that we have signing up, the more chances she's gonna get to have a an opponent come June. Um, Man, that's yeah, I can see how you think that's a little bit crazy, just because my fiance, Red Fox,
Red Fox,
she
shout out to
she
Red Fox, by the way.
competes. Yeah, yeah,
Shout out
she
to Red Fox.
competes, and I can tell you this right now, just from being in her corner, I get anxiety, man. I get even more anxiety when I see her in the ring than I've ever gotten me stepping in the ring, just
Yeah,
because it's not that I don't have confidence in her ability and what she does and in her training, because she trains with us and I know that she's confident. I know that she can handle herself. It's just more, it's more me just seeing her in that position, of like fighting's chaotic and just seeing her in that the chaos. And yeah, it's a very nerve-wracking thing. I get anxiety a little bit from it, but also I also get to see her blossom, and it becomes a very beautiful thing when I see all the hard work she's put in come to fruition in the ring. And then when she gets, uh a victory out of it, it's even more spectacular, where I'm like,
oh
yeah,
yeah.
see everything we've been doing, all this hard work, all the sacrifices we've made. It's for times like this, moments like this, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, and it's a great thing, but I do understand seeing a loved one go in there and compete, how that may feel when you're the corner guy. And I'm assuming you're going to be your mom's corner guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. I think she's gonna do fantastic, by the way. I know she has that grit behind her. She did a podcast with Red Fox as
Yep,
well,
she
and gave
did.
her story. So I know she's been through a lot, and that makes tough people. Tough times make tough people, and she's definitely one of those individuals, man. So I'm super looking forward to seeing her step into the ring and seeing her, put that beat down on somebody. So that's freaking awesome. Yeah. Let's see here, bro. What does the future hold for you?
You know,
And with
so
this, like, let me back this up real quick. Like, what is the goal in competing and doing combat sports? What are we trying to accomplish?
Well, obviously, always trying to get better and find my style and my technique. But I want to do definitely more scrapyard fights.
Mhm.
You're gonna see me at least three or more this year. So that gonna continue to do scrapyard. I love y'all guys out there in the scrapyard. Love the community. Also, maybe I might do some amateur fights. Might start my amateur career.
Hey.
Maybe late this year, early next year. But I talked to my
Mhm.
coaches about that, so he wants to see me at least do like have that whole spotlight. So
Okay. I like
yeah,
it, man. Hell yeah. I love
more
that.
boxing, kickboxing training. So
Yeah. Are we thinking about stepping out of the scrapyard and doing boxing or kickboxing? Which one of those? Because if you do boxing,
ooh,
you're gonna have to do probably go through the USA Boxing. They have somewhat of a monopoly when it comes to the boxing stuff, unless you can find an event that does like a gentleman's agreement, which is basically it's a kickboxing match, but you guys both agree that we're not gonna kick. Um, yeah. So what are you looking to do? Are you looking to do kickboxing,
if it's
boxing?
amateur or kickboxing, I still do boxing, but I'm trying to do more kickboxing,
Mhm.
all that too. So
Any future in MMA?
oh, that's a while from now. That's the thing is, I gotta get into jujitsu, grappling, or wrestling,
Hmm.
or something like that. So I wouldn't shy away from it, but it's gonna take me a while for
Down
that.
the road, then.
Yeah, maybe I
All
might do
right.
a few of those, but I see me doing more boxing and kickboxing matches, not too into the MMA scene.
Yeah, no, I mean it's not for everybody, bro. So I get that
Yeah.
too. But yeah, I think you stepping out and doing some kickboxing is going to be, phenomenal for you. There's been a lot of great events popping up that are strictly like kickboxing, and yeah, man, there's a lot of good stuff out there. And if you can't find an event in your area, come on over to Vancouver. NWC, which stands for the Northwest Championship,
Uh-huh.
they host an event roughly, every 3 months or so, and that's a good event to get into when you're wanting to start your amateur career. They have a lot of debut fighters that come through there. Austin Springer, former Bellator fighter, he was on the Ultimate Fighter. He fought in the UFC. He runs Vancouver Elites, and he's a promoter at this event. So yeah, he does a lot of great stuff to take care of the fighters. You also get like if someone buys tickets in your name, he gives the fighter a cut of that, a little kickback, which is pretty rare out there for promoters to kick you back some ticket money. He does that as well as helps you. Depending on how far you're traveling, he can help with gas or help with the room or whatever. He's always been really cool with that. So yeah, man, if you can't find anything over where you're at, come on down over here to Vancouver. Be happy to help corner you. Happy to help, host you at our gym. I know we want to get you and your mom over to Columbia River Jiu Jitsu and get
Hey,
some
hey,
rounds in
so
with you
we're coming to
guys.
see you guys April 17th.
There we
We're coming,
go.
we're coming to
There
see
we
you guys.
go.
Yeah, we'll be there in 2 weeks from now, I think.
Yeah,
Whatever, if I
yeah.
get it
So
right.
you guys are coming the week before the Scrapyard event because the Scrapyard event's on
Yeah.
the 25th. That's actually the perfect time to show up because we always so the week before the events on our open mat, that's like the last kind of like open mat where we allow any kind of like competitive type of
Fighters.
sparring. Yeah, yeah, because I want
Yeah, I know
to
what you're talking
because
about.
fight
Yeah.
week we want to. It's all maintenance, right? Fight week is maintenance and getting healthy for your match
Uh-huh.
come Saturday. So if you show up the week before, we can get in some really good rounds. We can go over, whatever you guys want to go over. If you want to touch on some of that ground game, we could even do some of that, bro.
We get in
So
some work, get some sparring, and
I love it,
the
man.
guys, yeah. That's
Hell
all I'm here
yeah.
for.
I love it, bro. Yeah, well, I can't wait for you guys to come out. I'm really looking forward to that. Hell, I'm really looking forward to the June event now that there's a date set to when your mom's going to be fighting and you're going to be fighting.
Uh
I think you guys should put a whole team together, bro. Like make it your own team because I mean you're going to have three competitors.
we got it. We
Come
got
up
we
with a
got a team.
team.
We got a team. My coach is gonna be there too, so we do got a
Oh, he's
team.
going to be there. There you
Yeah.
go, bro. What's the team name?
Fifth Element.
Fifth Element. Oh, well, you're going with the
We're
gym
repping our
team, man.
gym.
All
We
right,
repping our
come on.
gym.
All right, that's what's up. I like it. Okay.
Coach Jake's going to be there cornering all of us. So,
I love it, bro. Well, I can't wait to meet him too, man. That'll be
oh, yeah.
awesome. Well, I'm not gonna hold you here all night. Let's tell the people where they can find you on social media.
Follow me at Jaden C69, JAYD in letter C6 and then 9. That's my Instagram.
Mm-hmm. Anything else? Facebook,
That's it.
maybe? Just
No,
Instagram? Just want to
there's my
stack up them
Instagram. Yeah.
Instagram numbers. Well, that's what's up. Well, JC, I really appreciate you taking the time, kind of sharing your story a little bit with us, telling us what we have in store for the future. Wow, like I said, I'm a fan. I'm looking
Hey,
forward to it. I love the progression, bro. Keep going. You're doing
thanks
fantastic.
for having me,
And
bro.
yeah, of course, man. Thank you for coming on. And I can't wait to see you at the next event. All right, brother?
Of course, Brody.
All right. Take care, bro. Have yourself a great night.
Thanks, man. Appreciate
All
it.
right. Later, bro. Hell yeah. Oh man, that kid right there. He's keep your eye on him, man, because like I said, he has the right mentality. He's not egotistical. He's not getting discouraged by having to learn lessons, and he's excited about learning. So these are the type of individuals that actually go somewhere in this. So yeah, big shout out to the kid JC. Also, one more time with Chandra's photography. Check that out, guys. You can find her on Facebook. She's always posting things on the Scrapyard group. She does a lot of the photography for them. And yeah, it'd be really cool if you contribute to her cause when you can. That's going to do it for us today, guys. Like I said, I plan on doing more of these. I know I've been freaking lax. I know. I am going to be trying to make it a goal of mine to at least be producing one episode a week. Yeah. So we'll just try to stick to that. And I'll see you guys all on the next episode. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and have yourself a wonderful weekend. Take care, guys.